soda now. And it's called Poppy. Welcome to Puglia. It just got real. Hey, how you doing? What? No, how you doing? I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. I'm gonna talk about my dialysis sessions. I would not wish this on my worst enemy, dialysis. Um, I believe I've been on it 4 or 5 years. As time progressed, it started getting a little rougher and rougher. Seems like although it seems like the leg cramps have stopped. Some people may experience them. If you have to get dialysis, you may experience them eventually. Um, I scream when I get them, and the technicians come running over. What they do is they push your leg in with their hands, the leg that's affected, and they lower your goal, and that seems to work. Although I haven't had it for a while, thank goodness. I think I'm going to do this without glasses. So that's one issue. Other issue is you may get tired. Who knows? What I drive to and back from dialysis, but I mean I'm only going up 3 blocks. But you gotta watch the people whizzing by you and everything in their cars, blowing the horns behind you, put you in a panic. You're in a panic enough. So I wait till I get my composure and then I drive. Yes. Um, Walking is sometimes you walk side to side. You got to go weigh yourself on a scale before and after dialysis. Um, the technicians are very caring to make sure you don't fall. Are you all right? They ask. You know, they also ask if you had any falls, any bleeding before they start you on the machine. And obviously, I tell them no, except for that one time when I did fall down in the house. Um, it's just not a pleasant thing. Sometimes I would have to go to the bathroom to urinate. I mean, I don't know why. After the session, I don't know why. Maybe they didn't take all of it out of. I think that was only the time though when they had to stop the machine from doing my goal, trying to get rid of that little bit of urine. Um, Doctor told me, "Oh, you'll feel so much better when you get it done." I come home, I gotta go to sleep sometimes, not all the time, sometimes right away. Uh, Sleep 2, 3 hours, mainly two. Poor wife, she's got to sit there all alone. Then when I finally get up, she's asleep. She's in bed asleep. It's a great life for the both of us, isn't it? Um, Although I'll tell you, you can do a little bit of a vacation. You set up, you let dialysis here in Bayonne know where you're going, and they'll call them up and set up something. And then the place that they want to set you up with, if they have no qualms about it, they'll accept you. And then they call you and say, then they call the Fresenius and tell them, listen, he's more than welcome to come. So you go out there for 3, 4 days. No, actually, for the week. So I had dialysis Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 11 till 4. But obviously, out there is different. So me, my wife, and my sister-in-law, Mary Ann, we've done it. We went out there. I really didn't think that I was going to be able to function after dialysis, but I got in the car. We went and traveled that day, the day of, and I went to certain places. Uh, we had fun. So it can be done. Um, Sometimes when they take the needles out of your fistula area, uh, one of them will bleed. I think that's only because I'm on blood thinners. They had to ask me that and I told them that I'm on blood thinners. They said, "Well, that's why you're bleeding like that." So the blood would just overflow out. One time, I panicked and I figured, "Oh, I'm gonna miss my bus. Gonna miss my bus, my ride home." And I was bleeding profuse. I can't even say the word terribly. And they seem to have gotten it to a point where it stopped. Actually, I shouldn't have said stopped. It slowed down. So they bandaged me up like this, and I went outside, and it was dripping blood, bleeding. There was blood all over the place. I thought I was going to get thrown out. Go to the ER. Go to the ER. I don't have to go to the ER. I'm a dialysis patient. I'm telling these people. Oh my God, they're going. Oh my God. So finally, the people from the center came out, took me in. They cleaned the blood outside. You wouldn't even know it was. I bled outside, and so I took their advice. I went to the Access Center. That was fun. Uh, Sat there 2.5 hours, if not 3, waiting to be the next patient to be taken care of. So finally, they took me in, wrapped me up in this, wrapped me up in that. I decided for the X-rays and um, covered certain parts of my arm. Uh, Gave me the haha medicine. What it does is just numbs you. I mean, it numbs you. It makes you sleepy, drowsy, happy. You're still awake a little bit. I put this long needle in my arm. I thought I was going to hit the ceiling. Uh, I would imagine they go through, they clear up the access area, and I know that they told me they did put a small balloon catheter in there because I had narrowing of the flow. So right now it's been, I don't know, 2 weeks. No problems with constant bleeding after they take the needles out. So thank goodness for that. But for a while I was giving them a hard time about it. I didn't want to get it done, but I got to get it done, and I got it done. So things are all well with that. So I'm just saying this may happen to you. You get a kidney. Sometimes something may go wrong, and you'd have to go back on dialysis, which I would not want. No. Um, have I heard of anybody having it done like that? No. That is dialysis for at home dialysis, but the hours are longer. At the beginning, you have a technician come in, and he or she teaches you this, that, the other thing. I just can't imagine puncturing myself with these long needles. Uh, it could be done, but I don't. That's not what I want right now. At the moment, um, I think it's a 9 hour session. So many hours here, so many hours there until you total out 9 hours. There's also where you can sleep and get dialysis, which I would not trust because you toss and turn in bed. I wouldn't trust that. But they're trying to convince me, oh, you should get it done. No, 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 no. Um, that's only in dire need, dire situations. I think that should be done. Then all right, there's a power failure. I think the machine has a backup system, or I'm not sure. I didn't hear about that. Um, then all the boxes come into your house. If you don't have, I need tons of boxes. If you don't have boxes to put them anywhere, forget about it. I had a friend out in Elizabeth when I was exterminator. We used to do his apartment. Geez, I forgot his name. A real nice individual. Said he was on dialysis since the age of 14. I can't imagine that. And the time of age now was 20 something, 25, maybe close to 30. Um, he was doing it at home. He started getting tired of going to the access center, so he started doing it at home. So you don't want to do that. You really don't. So anyway, a kidney came his way. He went and had the procedure done. And this is around COVID time. Only living relative he had was his father. Um, so like I said, he had it done. Came home a month or two. Everything seemed to be fine. Then there was a call one day. He needed the service of the emergency service, and they came to the house. Couldn't get into the door. Something was blocking the way of the door. I would have taken the hinges off of something. And when they got in, they found him passed away, and he just had gotten a kidney. So that that enlightened me a little bit. Should I? Shouldn't I? I know I had a conversation with the doctor. Listen, I don't want a kidney, only because of the fact. The poor man. I apologize to the doctor. Only because of what I heard can happen, which I didn't like to hear. Me and my wife heard it. She goes with me to my meetings at St. Barnabas. And obviously, sometimes it can't take. Uh, like I said, you'd have to go back to the center because the kidney it's not functioning right, even though you've got a new kidney, a replacement kidney. Then for some reason, maybe I shouldn't have, but I accepted the fact that I should get a kidney replacement from a prisoner, whether it be with the prisoner alive, giving me one, or if the prisoner passes away, they will prefer you to get one from a live donor. So I've also been through situations where I had to get a valve replacement. I got 5 more stents put in me, which being I may have to have checked. Dr. Asif wants me to get them checked since I had that slight stroke and I fell down. In due time, one thing at a time, I went to a back doctor, not to get off the subject of dialysis. I went to a back doctor and she told me no surgery needed. I seem to be doing well, but I should go see a neurosurgeon. So I have a couple other doctor appointments that I have to straighten out first. Then eventually, um, probably will go for my stent checkup. I'll see. But right now, I want to get this stinking body in shape. Uh, my knees hurt, my legs hurt. I'm tired of popping pain pills every so often with the pain. And in dialysis, you got to keep, not it's all, but you have to keep your feet straight out. No, I can't do that for 4 hours. Not with this situation that's going on, this pain I have. Anytime before that, I had no problem. Now it's a problem. Sometimes I got to put my legs down, which takes the pain away. Sometimes I have to put it back up. It's just an overall pain in the rear end, but it has to be done. Will I ever get a kidney? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Some people have stayed on kidney on dialysis all their life because they heard the same thing. Like they don't like the aspect about what's the situation with the kidney when you get a kidney replacement. And the donor, living donor, he or she is going to go through a lot more, from what I heard anyway, longer than you will. You come home, you wear a mask for the duration until the kidney is functioning right and healing. There's no driving, no outside. This is what we're told by the doctor in St. Barnabas. Um, they take blood work from me in a dialysis center, make sure everything's functioning right. Um, Crazy. And I wouldn't wish dialysis on my worst enemy. And I hope anybody in my family doesn't have to get this ever done. Um, but that's my life with dialysis. I had two doctors. Well, I still have the one doctor. The other doctor, I won't mention his name. Your kidneys are bad. Your kidneys are bad. Well, come on, doc. Let's get together and do something about it. Well, I got sent to oncology. And what they did was they hooked me up for medicine to see if it'll help my kidneys cure my kidneys, which it didn't. Um, Rituximab or rituximide. I'm allergic to that medicine. Anyway, I was online one day up there, and the nurse came over and, speeded up the flow of the medicine. Fine. I asked, "What are you doing?" Oh, don't. This is exact words. Don't worry what we're doing. You know what we're doing. Well, you bastard, you got to talk like that to me. So anyway, I'm sitting there, and he comes over again, and he's flowing it again. The line. And this is after he spoke to the nurse. I don't know if they were in a hurry or what to get out of there because the shift was almost over. And he walked away. And next thing you know, I started getting real warm and itchy. You get itchy from that. And they call him the doctor, and just obviously there's no answer to him. So it's getting worse and worse. I mean, my tongue is starting to swell up, and I can't breathe, kind of, unless I'm like that. They code me, not a I died code, just a code. And everybody came in, and they had panels and everything, and I remember starting to crash, pass out, And I had Mr. Valvano, stay with us, Tommy, stay with us, stay with us. Stay. Put me on a stretcher and brought me downstairs. Tongue still swollen. Gave me some steroids, gave me a shot of this, shot of that, and the tongue, swelling of the tongue went down. Thank goodness. So I swore I would never go back to that, and I never did. I had dismissed this doctor because I felt that that should not have happened to me. Maybe I shouldn't point fingers or blame him, but I think that was the worst thing that they had me do. Um, so that took happen. That passed. So it's just pretty rough. Dialysis is rough. I mean, I have nobody to blame but myself, I believe, because for years I was told, oh, your kidneys, your kidneys. But like I said, the two doctors should have got together and figured something out better than what had happened to me in oncology. So when I got the news about dialysis, I was like in denial, but eventually I went and had the fistula inserted in my arm here. Um, then I started with small needles, which wasn't too bad, two of them. Then I went to needles a little bit longer. Uh, when they go to the same site that they previously used the day before, 2 days before, it's not too bad. But when they got to find the new site, Maron, Maron, I had that done. Um, just want to thank my family for standing by my side, everybody, and putting up with me. Look like I'm going to go to sleep. Um, Also, my Savior behind me, I thank you for your protection. Um, got my Dale Earnhardt shirt on. Yeah, it's cool. I like this camera here that I have on top of the TV better than the camera with the TV. This is Clip Champ, by the way, recording. Um, Please give a like, view this video, subscribe. Please subscribe. I need some subscriptions, subscribers, and I appreciate it, greatly appreciate it. Um, Told the doctor too that I would not want a kidney replacement. He seemed upset. I don't blame him, but at that moment, I was saying to myself, I'm staying on dialysis forever. But some people have died from dialysis, being on dialysis. So I heard. What are the statistics? I don't know. Will it be online? I doubt if they would show it online. Things like that are just too morbid. I don't think they would. Um, I want to thank all the technicians in the Fresenius area. I was going to say home, the Fresenius Hospital, for taking care of me. It's got to get better. Please, dear Lord, it's got to get better. Um, what will happen when the day is I'm told there's a kidney replacement? Could I tell you? Will I go? Will I go? Uh, the diet is totally different. figured, oh, can't have this, can't have that. No, 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 it's not like that. You can, in moderation, you have to weigh everything in ounces and pounds and all that jazz. Uh, Stick with your fruits, stick with your vegetables. None of the vegetables, you got to watch your potassium and phosphorus, by the way. I do take meds for that, besides other host of meds. So, and just because you have those pills does not mean you can have whatever you want. Sometimes I go off track and they tell me, oh, this is high, that is high. They give me my blood work on paper form that explains this, that, the other thing. Dietitian also comes to you and tells you. My phosphorus was high. Phosphorus and potassium was quite high one time, a couple of weeks ago. I got it back down to 5.1, whatever when it was, I don't recall. So it can be done. Just be safe, take care, do what you're told, and you'll be fine, and life goes on. Well, uh, goodbye for now. I'll talk to you again. Bye bye.